Hey guys, Scott from scottsweb.dev here, and today the topic of our video is why use WordPress? Like, why would you use WordPress for your website as opposed to something else? And there's really quite a few reasons. I've found that WordPress is probably the most divisive piece of software that has ever existed. If not, it's certainly up there. There are people that hate WordPress, there are people that love WordPress, and there's not too many in the middle, it seems. And I think that's a product of like WordPress is a tool it has functionality to be able to meet all of your needs. And even though it can meet your needs, it doesn't always mean that it should. Like, you should evaluate your usage case and see if WordPress is a right fit for you. If it is, great, go ahead, use it. If it's not, don't use it. There's plenty of other options out there. Um, for example, I wouldn't use WordPress for a membership site that I expected to get a lot of users. It could do it, but it's just not really set up to handle a large amount of users and its database structure and whatnot. So I think a big part of the divisiveness is just using it for what it's made for, which is to get a website up and quickly and a custom website. And if it's something that's a very specific niche use case, there's other tools out there. But I do like WordPress. I use it for a lot of occasions. I've tried a lot of different frameworks and CMSs, and I always tend to come back to WordPress. I've been doing this for over 20 years, and I've used WordPress for so many sites. WordPress powers a large percentage of the internet. I'm not sure the exact percentage, but it's a very large percentage. There are these Fortune 500 companies that run, if not all, at least part of their infrastructure on WordPress. And WordPress started out as just a blogging software, but it's evolved into a full fledged CMS that is really powerful. It really can do a lot of things under the hood and a lot of things that people don't even know that it can do. So let's get through the reasons why you would want to use WordPress. The first reason is it's free. You don't have to pay anything to use WordPress. I got my website up and running here, scottsweb.dev, in like 20 minutes. It didn't cost me a dime. All I had to do was pay for the domain and hosting, but you can get it up and running on your computer for free. You're not actually paying for the WordPress software, which is amazing considering how flexible and powerful it is. I think that nowadays you would expect to pay a large price tag for stuff that has the capabilities of WordPress, and the fact that it's free and will always be free is amazing and a huge selling point. It could also be a non selling point because some people equate free with bad software, and that's certainly not the case with WordPress, in my opinion, at least. Another good reason is that anyone can use it. Anybody who's willing to put in their time to set up their website, even if it's just click and point in a website builder, can use WordPress. They don't even have to download it. They can get an account on WordPress.com and have a website up and running within minutes. It's just very easy to have access to it. It's very accessible. It's everywhere. Everybody knows the name WordPress. There's a brand familiarity there. And to me, that's a great thing. The more people using WordPress, the better, the stronger the community gets, and the more people who have an online web presence that didn't have it before. I think another reason you should use WordPress for your website is it's extendable. There's a plugin for everything. You can quickly make WordPress do what you need it to do, and whether that involves writing code or not writing code, it's straightforward. You can make your website do what you want it to do. And you can actually make a WordPress theme that doesn't use any of the functions under the hood. And I think that's kind of crazy. Like, the CMS is so flexible that you can use it without even using its functions. You could just write a theme in plain HTML, CSS, and JavaScript if you wanted to. I wouldn't recommend it. There's a lot better ways to do that, but you could if you wanted to. It's quick. It has a famous 5-minute install, which always takes me like less than 2 minutes. It's easy to get set up, write your pages, write posts, and just get going. If you need an online web presence, you can have one in under an hour and have it look pretty nice. You can pick a theme and match your company's presence that you want online. It's easy for beginners to pick up and just sort of get going and start making their pages, make their blog posts. But however, it's also like expert friendly. You could really get into the guts of WordPress and make things happen that are really amazing. And we have this whole community online with WordPress how-tos, and I'm hoping to contribute to that with this channel. And there's a lot of not only WordPress development, but just web development in general, and best practices and coding standards and all that you can learn and pick up just by getting involved in WordPress. And you can then take that knowledge and apply it in other areas. If you started a website that didn't use WordPress, you're still going to take this knowledge with you and be able to use it. So it's a great tool for learning and absorbing knowledge and passing it on to others. And these are all great reasons that you should be using WordPress on your website if it's the tool that meets your criteria. And I think that's it. I think WordPress gets a lot of hate because it's like some people say it's just a huge pile of functions, and it is. For me, that's okay. It works better in my brain, and I can do what I want to with it. So if you use WordPress, let me know why you use it. If you don't, let me know why you don't. But I think that we can all agree on one thing, that we can eliminate the hate and just use it or not use it. Like, you have plenty of choices, but for me, I like WordPress. I think it'll work for you. It'll work for probably 90 something percent of the people who want to get WordPress up and running or get a website up and running. So yeah, if you're considering using it, go ahead, give it a try, see if you like it. I hope you have a good experience. Come to my website, scottsweb.dev, subscribe to this channel. If you have questions or how-tos, I'd be happy to put an article or video up on YouTube or on my website to help you out. Just let me know. I'm always looking for how-to ideas. So open that code editor, get coding, start using WordPress. Thanks for watching my video. We'll see you in the next one.